Anything's possible.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what's going to happen after a couple-week break. But sophomore Mackenzie English, I'm sitting there watching her. She just knocked down a long-range three-pointer. She's definitely a player to watch for the Lady Dragons. And they do have some seniors that I recognize the name: Odessa Reed, Anna Jorge, and Sophia Hertrich, all three seniors for this Lady Dragon team. So they do have some girls that have a lot of varsity experience on the court, along with sophomore Mackenzie English and junior Adelaide Gober. So, I would say varsity experience-wise, Pittsburgh's probably got us
right
a little bit in that area, but I think the Lady Vikes definitely should have a chance in this game. It's just we just got to score some points. I think there's only one game before break that we scored over 40 points. So Lady Vikes definitely need to get the ball in the basket. So it just I don't know what it is. It just never looks fluid on the offensive side. This year so far.
Well, hopefully tonight is the night. And Tony, all these basketball seasons run together for me anymore. But I don't specifically remember coming out of Christmas break and playing a basketball game before the kids have gone back to school. They don't go back until tomorrow.
That's weird. Yeah.
So I don't know if Pittsburgh has gone back to school yet. I think they started today, but I'm not 100% sure.
Most schools did start back today. I think for some reason Parsons had 2 professional development days to start out the new year. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Why that is, but
yeah, Lady Vikes, you talked about them needing to score, and the thing is, Tony, they have some offensive talent.
Oh yeah,
they have some shooters. Robertson can score on the inside, and but here again, you got to cut down on turnovers. Yep. Those empty possessions, you just don't get them back.
Yeah, exactly. And we got some young players like Brenna Kramer, Heidi Schultz, Lexi Jones. All 3 of those girls played a lot of. All 3 of them played 2 quarters in that JV game, and you could see them starting to click and starting to get a little bit better, and those girls are going to get a lot more reps. And I think the more reps they get, the more comfortable they're going to be bringing the ball up the floor. Just basically in general, just trying to break a press. So this Tristan Gagg coaching is going to press.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it in the JV game. How often do you see a press in a JV game?
Not very.
And they were pressing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Tristan Gagg, this is her first year at Pittsburgh High. Very talented basketball player from Levack County High School, played at Pittsburgh State. She went to Girard, was at Girard for 2 or 3 years as a assistant coach, and now she's a head coach here at Pittsburgh High. And I know she's played a lot of games here in this building, and we haven't beaten her very many times. So
no.
I would like to give her a loss tonight.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Lady Vikes haven't had a chance to talk to Coach Lyons since 2025. I haven't talked to him this year, I don't think. But as far as I know, everybody's healthy, and should be ready to go, ready to roll, and maybe we can start off 2026 with a win.
Exactly. Let's take a 1-minute break, and then we'll come back for the beginning of the game. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes and Scott Marlowe. And Scott, I'm sitting here looking at these two basketballs sitting here on the table in front of me. Do you remember the year that the girls' game played the entire first half of the boys' ball?
I do remember that. Yes, I'm still shocked that they didn't notice.
Yeah, yeah, it just blows my mind that they didn't notice. So, yeah, hopefully the referee doesn't grab the wrong ball that's sitting there, because there's a girls' ball and a boys' ball sitting right behind Coach Scheibe's computer here. So. I just seen that, and I flashed back to that, and it was just a crazy game that night. So starting for the Lady Dragons, Odessa Reed, senior, Anna Jorge, senior, Adelie Gover, junior, Sophia Hertrich, senior, and Mackenzie English, a sophomore. And starting for the Lady Vikes, sophomore Heidi Schultz, freshman Brenna Kramer, senior Braylon Hinman Mitchell, senior Cadence Ball, and sophomore Ayana Robertson. So Lady Vikes will start their two seniors. They'll start two sophomores and a freshman. Lady Dragons will start three seniors, a junior and a sophomore. So like we said earlier, Scott, if you go just by grade-wise, there is a little bit more experience on the Lady Dragon side on the court, but Cadence Balls had games where she scored, double digits without any problem. Robertson scored double digits.
Yep.
That we've got players that can score. Hinman Mitchell has been the leading scorer this year. So I think there was one game she scored 17. So we've got some scores. Brenna Kramer, freshman, can knock down the three. Lexi Jones coming off the bench. Alex Stoneberger coming off the bench. I mean, we've got scores.
Yeah, and in one of these games, it's going to be, you're going to end up having 3 or 4 of those girls clicking all on the same night.
Yeah.
And if it happens tonight, I think the Lady Vikes will be able to get out of here with a win.
Yeah,
won't be easy though.
It'll definitely be interesting to see the matchup between Robertson and English.
Yep.
So I think that's going to be the key matchup in this game. I think the point guard for the Lady Dragons is definitely more experience bringing the ball up, but we'll just see how we handle the press. So that's going to wrap it up for your Tank Connection pregame, and we are ready for the tip as Robertson comes to go against Anna Jorge. I take that back. It's Odessa Reed doing the jump. So Reed versus Robertson. And Robertson wins it. Hinman Mitchell with the ball for Lady Vikes. She gets at the ball. Quickly over to Schultz. Back the ball. Hinman Mitchell nearly stolen. Now Hinman Mitchell goes baseline, goes underneath, missed shot, got their own rebound, put back this time Mackenzie English gets the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on Hinman Mitchell. And that's not what we need in the first 30 seconds.
It was the right idea. I thought she was going to score on the layup, but just didn't go down.
Got a little too far under the basket. Now English hands off to.
Is that her second already, Tony?
Is that? I don't know if they got.
Oh my
sure
goodness!
Enough. That's
32 seconds into the game.
2 fouls on Hinman Mitchell. Angie Miller will go to the line for the Lady Dragons. So I got that wrong. So Angie Miller's in the starting lineup instead of Adelie Gober. We were told wrong on the by the Pittsburgh radio guy. Never trust those radio guys. Second free throw is up and no good. So missed both free throws from Miller. So now the Lady Vikes with it. Stoneberger into the game for Hinman Mitchell. Hinman Mitchell might not come back the rest of this quarter, Scott.
Yeah, she's going to be sitting for a long time. That's tough.
That's too bad. Now Kramer with it. All the way across to Schultz. Back to Kramer. Now to Robertson in the paint. Robertson gets double team, puts it up, and scores it. That's a great move by Ayana Robertson to get the first basket of the game.
Yep, great start for Robertson.
Hertrich with it. Now Jorge. Oh, wow. I don't know about that one either.
Tony,
That's
we got
3
started
fouls.
about 25 minutes late, and if these whistles keep getting, they keep blowing the whistle, we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, because this is going to result in free throws. Already 3,000 Lady Vikes in the first minute and 10. Now a three-pointer from Mackenzie English goes down. So the Lady Dragons now with a 3-2 lead. Kramer with it. They're going to call a carry. I saw her carry it, Scott, but they haven't been calling that a lot this year.
Must be a point of emphasis now that we're in 2026.
Yeah. I've never seen this ref either, though. Now English with it. Spin move, kicks it out to Hertrich. Three-pointer on the way, no good. It's off the Lady Dragons. It should be the Lady Vikings ball. 6:15 to play, first quarter. Lady Vikes trail 3-2. Stoneberger to inbounds. Odessa Reed guarding the inbounder. Gets it into Kramer. That should have been a foul on Jorge. And now
Yeah, quite a bit of contact.
a lot of contact going. They blew the whistle 3 times on Lady Vikes, but they're letting Pittsburgh getting away with a little bit of hands. Stoneberger with it. Gets it to Kramer. Robertson's wanting it. She's got it. Easy bucket for Robertson. 4 points for her. Lady Vikes lead by 1, 4-3. 5:55 and counting here in the first quarter. Jorge throws it to English. Now Hertrich, now back to English. English for another 3. Well, Scott, she probably learned that from her brothers.
Yes, she's tough.
Wow. Unbelievable. So 30-second timeout. We're just going to keep it here. Lady Vikes trail 6-4, 5:36 to play first quarter. And Scott, yeah, Mackenzie English is definitely going to knock them down from the 3 points. So somebody's going to have to guard her on the
Yeah, it's going to be one of those situations where you just have to know, even if you're playing a zone, you're going to have to know where she is and get a hand in her face, because, you know, if it's somebody from Pittsburgh with the last name of English, they're going to be able to shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, her brother could pull up from just inside of half court.
Half court, yep.
and knock him down. I see him do it multiple times in this gym, and I just shook my head every single time. I'm like, why would you even let him shoot that? But he would make him. So here's Jorge. Gets it back out to English. Now Hertrich. English for another 3, and it goes down. Unbelievable. 9-4 Pittsburgh. They're going to call a foul on a Jorge. That'll be her first foul. So Robertson, the inbounds for Lady Vikes. Gets it into Stoneberger. And nearly knocked away. Now they're going to call a travel on Schultz. I think the coaching staff helped with that call. So it's a turnover going to the Lady Dragons. 5:10 to play. First quarter, Miller. They kick it over to Hertrich for a three, and it goes down. So Lady Dragons have knocked down 4 3-pointers in the early going here. I don't even know if they've attempted a 2-pointer. Ball kicks it back out, Stoneberger. 12-4 Lady Dragons. Kramer with it. Gets it to Robertson. Robertson gets in the paint, gets an easy layup. Scott, they don't have an answer for her.
No, I like how she's being aggressive down in the paint.
12-6 because of all those 3-pointers. Now Miller puts up a floater, no good. But English is there to clean it up. She's already double digits. 11 points for Mackenzie English here in the first 3.5 minutes of the game. Now a near steal, and it might be a steal.
I think they let the Lady Vikes keep it.
They called it out of bounds on Pittsburgh. Okay. 4:12 to play. First quarter, 14-6. And Coach Lyons putting Hinman Mitchell back into the games.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
It's desperation there. I don't even know. All out of sorts now. Now Robertson picks up a foul. So the press is definitely bothering the Lady Vikes. I think they just need Hinman Mitchell in to bring the ball up.
Yep.
So the only thing the Lady Dragons haven't done well is shoot free throws. They're 0 for 3. Odessa Reed will have one more. Score is 14-6 Dragons, 4:06 to play. And the high arcing free throw goes down on the second one. 15-6, Stoneberger with it. She gets it down low. Robertson, oh, that was a good look and almost made another easy bucket, but it goes just off. Now English, they're going to call
Offensive foul on English.
That'll help us. Mackenzie English picked up her first foul. 15-6 Dragons. 3:50 to play. Robertson to bring it up. Gets it to Stoneberger. Stoneberger waiting for the offense to run. Gets it to Hinman Mitchell. Hinman Mitchell tried to go baseline, kicks it back out the ball. Ball wants a three, knocks it down. Cadence Ball knocks down a big three-pointer. 15-9. Lady Vikes trail by 6. 3:22 and counting, first quarter. Now, I thought she was going to shoot a three. Hertrich out to English. Now a three-pointer off the mark, no good. And here comes Stoneberger quickly the other way, and she goes in for a layup and scores it. Alex Stoneberger gets her first basket. 15-11. Lady Vikes fighting hard. Now English in the paint, no good, gets her own rebound. Now missed shot, and here comes Robertson, gets it to Stoneberger. Back up top to Hinman Mitchell. Hinman Mitchell's needing help. She's asking for somebody to move to the corner. Nobody did. Now Stoneberger with it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Hinman Mitchell. 9 to shoot now. She needs help. Gets it to Schultz. Now Robertson pulls up. Off the mark, no good. 15-11. Lady Vikes still trail by 4. Mackenzie English kicks it out to Hertrich for a three. And it's good. Wow. 5 three-pointers from the Lady Dragons. They lead 18-11. 1:57 to play, first quarter. Stoneberger with it up top. Kicks it back out the ball. Now out to Schultz. Schultz trying to drive, gets under the basket, too far under the basket. Now it is knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Lady Vikes as Miller checks back in for the Lady Dragons.
Both teams shooting well, Tony. Unfortunately for the Lady Vikes, they're making twos, and Pittsburgh is making threes.
Yeah. Stoneberger with it. Down 9 on the shot clock. I don't know if they realize it,
I don't
Scott.
think they do.
Ball has it. Now Schultz. They're not going to get a shot off. Yeah, I don't think they had a clue. Lady Vikes trail by 7, 18-11. 1:25 to play first quarter. You take away those threes, and
Yeah.
even if they just had half of them, we'd be tied. Now English in the paint, scores it, and is fouled. If that's on Robertson, that'll be her second. Sure enough. So now Robertson and Mitchell, him and Mitchell both have 2 fouls. So Mackenzie English has 13 points, and she's at the free throw line with 1 more. (20-11) Dragons. 21-11, 10-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the night. Odessa Reed checks back in. Kramer tries to split the defense. I think they're going to call a foul on Odessa Reed. Sure enough. So 1:10 to play here in the first quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 10. And just a swarming defense, Scott.
Yeah, this is tough.
Kramer picks it up, can't get rid of it. And now the Lady Vikes somehow get it back. Throws it ahead, and it goes out of bounds off of Lady Dragons. Lady Vikes catch a break there. But this press is pretty good press. And I'm sure Gegg learned from the best down at Quebec County. Cadence ball underneath the basket, throws it away. Now fight for the ball, and now we're got a jump ball. Possession's gonna stay with the Lady Vikes, I believe. I thought they called a jump ball.
Yeah, they're getting it. But I'm very confused. I don't know what happened, Tony.
Yeah, because the possession arrow didn't change.
No, it didn't.
Unless he changed it
Very quickly.
Now missed shot by the Lady Dragons, and Hertrich gets the offensive rebound. Now down low to Reed. She misses a point-blank shot. Here comes Cadence ball. Quickly up the floor. And now she throws it up to Robertson. Robertson definitely has the reach, and she scores it. So Robertson with 8 points here in the first quarter, and that's what we want. But the Lady Vikes trail by 8, 21-13. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
You know, it's just unfortunate. They just were hot I mean, I think
Yeah.
they're 5 out of 6 from three-point.
Yeah, that's the difference in the first quarter. I mean, I've got them Pitt 7 out of 14 from the field. Lady Vikes shot very well, 6 out of 11.
Yeah.
So both teams shooting well, but, Pittsburgh was just draining it from beyond the three-point line.
Yeah, Robertson did score 8 points there in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was
So if she can continue to
outstanding.
do that, we could possibly stay in this game. Kramer with it. Trying to get it down low again to Robertson. And this time it goes out of bounds off of Reed of the Dragons. So Lady Vikes maintain the possession underneath their own basket. Hinman Mitchell at the inbounds. So now knocked out of bounds again by the Lady Dragons. Just swarming defense by these Lady Dragons. Hinman Mitchell throws it back in the backcourt. Now Kramer with it. Gets it down low again to Robertson, but she loses the handle this time out of bounds, so it's going to be a turnover to the Lady Dragons.
Yeah, one thing that's starting to stick out a little bit, Tony, Lady Vikes with 6 turnovers, Pittsburgh with only 1.
Yep. That'll definitely hurt.
There it is.
Now another turnover. There, the Lady Vikes this time get it. So now Kramer near turnover, but Dragons knocked it out of bounds. So Lady Vikes with the possession, down 8. 7:25 to play second quarter. Hinman Mitchell throws in the backcourt to Stoneberger again. Now Hinman Mitchell. She's going to drive, goes straight to the basket and scores it. And that's why we need her in the game, if she can do things like that. And now we got a 30-second timeout by the Lady Dragons. We're just going to keep it here, as I don't think Coach Gagg liked that drive by Hinman Mitchell. Just straight. There was nobody even came up to face her at all.
No, the defensive help was non-existent on that drive. But Tony, in the pregame, you said you wanted to see a more fluid offense from the Lady Vikes, and they've delivered so far here in the first half.
The only thing I'm not as much worried about the score right now. I'm more worried about the 2 fouls on Hinman Mitchell and the 2 fouls on Robertson.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue.
I think that could be the issue towards the end of the game, and I hope it's not, because I feel like if we can continue to score at the way we're scoring, that we can hang in this game. Now Miller gets it down low to Reed, and Reed scores an easy bucket. So Lady Vikes break the press. Hinman Mitchell kicks it out the ball. Now Robertson nearly throws away, but Stoneberger runs it down. 6:48 and counting. Lady Vikes trail by 8, 23-15. Now Kramer, she just threw it away. I think Cadence Ball was not looking for the ball. She was coming up to set up a screen. And now here's Hertrich. Gets her first 2-point basket. Now Hinman Mitchell.
They got bailed out, Tony. They were not going to get it over the timeline.
Yeah, Angie Miller fouls Hinman Mitchell way in the backcourt. So Lexi Jones checks in for the first time for the Lady Vikes. So Hinman Mitchell and Brenda Kramer are going to take a seat. So Stoneberger trying to break the press. She gets through the first wave. Now Miller all over her. And Jones wasn't ready for the pass. It's another Lady Viking turnover. So Hertrich, the inbounds for the Lady Dragons, gets it into Miller. 6:14 and counting, second quarter. Hertrich wants another 3. This time no good, but an offensive rebound by Reed. And now a missed shot by Reed. And now it goes off the foot of Robertson. Ball barely catches it before it goes out of bounds. And now it's a steal, and here comes the Lady Dragons. Miller going all the way to the basket and scores it. So Angie Miller gets her first points of the game. So 27-15, and now another steal in the backcourt. Our best Anna Jorge with her first basket. The Lady Vikes just struggling against this defense, and now another turnover. But then a missed shot by the Lady Dragons, and now Coach Lyons has seen enough. He wants a full timeout. So Lady Vikes trail 29-15. Let's take a 30-second break. Listen to Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes and Scott Marlowe. Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio patching us through. And we have the biggest deficit of the night at 29-15. Lady Vikes trail by 14. Just struggling to break that press, Scott.
Yeah, that was quite a flurry of turnovers, and Pittsburgh, for the most part, was able to capitalize on those turnovers. So Lady Vikes need to regroup and see if they can chip away at this deficit.
Hinman Mitchell checks back in for the Lady Vikes and gets it off to Schultz. Now over to Cadence Ball. Now Robertson in to the corner. Now Hinman Mitchell kicks it back out to Ball. Now Robertson. Robertson wants to drive, gets in the paint and scores it, but I think they're going to call a foul on Hertridge. I wish they would have just let it go. Because Robertson made an awesome move to the basket and scored it. Now she gets it down low to Hinman Mitchell. They're going to call travel. She just couldn't get the ball out of her hands.
Tough break for the Lady Vikes.
29-15, Lady Vikes trail by 14. 4:55 and counting second quarter. Hertridge thought about the three. Gives it up to Jorge. Now English for a three. In and out, no good this time, but an offensive rebound and a putback missed. So Robertson gets it up to Hinman Mitchell. Lady Vikes in need of a basket. Robertson with it. Gives off the ball. Now Hinman Mitchell. Nice try on the pass there to Hinman Mitchell. Just another turnover though on the Lady Vikes, but the Lady Dragons tried to throw it a little too quick up court and turned it over themselves. So Angie Miller checks back in for the Lady Dragons. .4:23 to play, second quarter. The Lady Vikes with the ball. Robertson. Now Ball back up to Hinman Mitchell. Another steal. Here comes the Lady Dragons on the breakout and scores it. Is Adelaide Gober, and that's her first basket. Now Robertson in the paint, scores it. Robertson now in double digits.
Yeah, she's been outstanding in the first half.
31-17. Lady Vikes trail by 14. Now Jorge with the missed shot. And they're out of bounds off the Dragons, heading the Vikings' way. 3:46 to play second quarter. Hinman Mitchell gets it back to Robertson. Robertson to bring it up the court, gets it to Jones. Lexi Jones kicks out to Schultz. Now to Ball. Down low to Robertson again, but this time she got her pocket pick. Here comes Jorge. Gober for a three, no good. Fight for the rebound. They're going to call jump ball. It's going to stay with Lady Dragons. Stoneberger and Kramer checking back in for the Lady Vikes. Mantooth checking in for Lady Dragons. Lady Vikes continue to trail by 14 at 31-17. Lady Dragons with the possession underneath their own basket. Jorge gets it off to Miller. Spin move by Miller. Kicks it up top to Gobert. Now Jorge in the paint. Puts it up and good. So Ana Jorge now with 4 points. 33-17, Lady Vikes trail by 16. Schultz with it, gets it down low to Hinman Mitchell. Spin move, no good. Fight for the rebound, it's gonna go off of Lady Vikes. Lady Dragon basketball. Lady Dragons get it inbound to Miller. Lady Vikes with a little bit of a press here. And now, I thought she just fell.
Yeah, I'd like to see a replay on that. That's a tough break for Schultz.
So that's Heidi Schultz' second foul. So Lady Vikes have 3 people with fouls, and all 3 have 2 fouls. Mantooth gets it down to English. Kicks it back out to Gober for a 3. She banks it in. Adelie Gober now with 5 points, as this is the largest lead at 36-17, 19-point lead for Lady Dragons. Trying to get it down low and just a little too strong of a pass. And the Lady Dragons now with the 19-point lead and the ball. Kendall Elkamil checking into the game for the first time. Gober with it, kicks it out to Jorge. Jorge got her pocket picked. Now quickly up to Schultz. Now Schultz lost the handle, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Lady Vikes. Lady Vikes haven't taken advantage of the turnovers that they've gotten. And Pittsburgh has really taken advantage of the turnovers whenever they've gotten them. That's a big difference in the game.
Yeah, they've forced the Lady Vikes into 17.
Yep, Jorge for a 3, off the mark. Now they're going to call a push on the Lady Vikes. They're going to call on Kramer as she fouled Elkamil. Cadence Ball to check into the game. Schultz to check out. Now Jorge the paint, missed the shot. Stoneberger with the rebound. Now here comes Hinman Mitchell quickly up the floor, and Lady Vikes turn it over once again. They just keep trying to push it, and it's just not working. So now Mackenzie English and Sophia Hertrich check back in. Adelie Gobert gets it to Elkamil for a 3. Off the mark, no good. And here comes Lexi Jones for Lady Vikes. Gets it ahead the ball. Cadence gets it to Hinman Mitchell. Now back up to Stoneberger. Back to Hinman Mitchell for a layup. It's good. So Braylon now with 4 points. 36-19, Lady Vikes trail by 17. Minute to play here in the first half. Mackenzie English kicks out to Hertrich for a 3, and it's good. Sophia Hertrich now in double digits at 11. Kramer kicks it out the ball for a 3. She makes it and is fouled. So Lady Vikes trail 39-22. Cadence Ball was fouled on the 3. She made the 3, and she was fouled. So Cadence will go to the line for a free throw here. Free throw is no good. Wow, that could have been an easy foul on Hinman Mitchell. They didn't call it. Elkamil wants to go all the way, and they're going to call a foul on Brenna Kramer.
Is that her fourth?
That's on Kramer.
Or her third?
Just her second.
Oh, just her second. Okay.
Yeah, we got 4 players with 2 fouls, Scott.
Hopefully nobody picks up the third here in the last 38 seconds.
Elkamil missed the free throw. She'll have one more. Yeah, we've heard the name Elkamil in English a lot from Pittsburgh over the years, Scott.
Yes, we have.
They've all been really good players. And this freshman, Elkamil, looks like she's got the potential. She's coming off the bench, though, for the Dragon team as a freshman. Now Ball kicks it all the way across to Stoneberger. Now to Lexi Jones underneath. They bailed her out there. She was way under the basket.
Tony, unofficially, I've got the Lady Vikes shooting 10 out of 16 in the first half. That's by far their best percentage, but just too many turnovers.
Yeah, the turnovers are definitely going to be the issue tonight. Lexi Jones missed the first one. She'll have one more. Second one is good. 40-23. The Lady Vikes trail by 17 with 22 seconds left to go here in the first half. Jorge with it. Kicks over to Elkamil. Back out top to Hertrich. Now trying to get down low to English, and it's stolen by the Lady Vikes. So Lady Vikes with 5 seconds here. Now it's stolen by Elkamil. She goes in for a layup. And they call a foul, and I didn't see the foul, but it's going to be on Stoneberger, and that's her first. So 42-23, and Kendall Elkamil is going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three if she can knock it down. She missed it. But an offensive rebound, and putback was no good. It was after the buzzer, so Lady Vikes trail by 19, 42-23. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down. And that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marler here, and we're ready for the Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime report, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Lady Vikes trail 42-23 at the half. Lady Dragons consistently 21 in the first quarter, 21 in the second quarter, and they are led by sophomore Mackenzie English with 14 points. All of those in the first quarter. She didn't score in the second quarter. Sophia Hertrich with 11, Kendall Elkamil with 3, Angie Miller with 2, Adelie Gober with 5, Odessa Reed with 3, and Anna Jorge with 4. Lady Vikes led by Ayanna Robertson with 10 points. And senior Cadence Ball with 6. Senior Braylon Hinman Mitchell with 4. And Lexi Jones with 1. And we just need more scoring.
Yeah, and Tony, I was impressed with the Lady Vikes offense in their half-court sets when they could hang on to the ball, but the 19 first-half turnovers was their undoing, along with that hot three-point shooting in the first quarter for Pittsburgh. I mean, Lady Vikes 10 out of 16 from the field for 62.5%, and yet they're down by 19 at the break.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh shot very well, and especially in the second quarter, they had a lot of layups off the press, but I have them unofficially 16 out of 33 for 48.4%, and they were 3 out of 8 from the free throw line. Lady Vikes just 1 out of 3. Rebounds, pretty even. Lady Vikes, unfortunately, you mentioned it in the pregame. We were a little worried about the press, which we knew would be coming at some point. We didn't know if it would be 32 minutes of a press or not, but
it looks like that's the case.
But Lady Vikes, if they can get the ball into the front court, they're doing some nice things.
Yeah, I totally agree. Every time that Robertson touched it in the set, she did good things with it, and it shows. She had 10 points. It's just whenever they panic and they're trying to get it across half court, and then they throw it ahead and they throw it away. It's just, that's just things that they're going to have to work on as the season progresses, because other teams are going to see that and they're going to continue to get pressed as the year goes on. So they're just going to have to work on breaking that press. And if they can break it and hold on to the ball, then I think they should be able to get some easy buckets on the other end. But that remains to be seen, to see if they can, get better at breaking that press and making some easy buckets. But right now it's just a little bit of a struggle. And freshman Brenna Kramer, I'm not even sure if she took a shot.
I think Pittsburgh was in a man-to-man the entire first half, and you have a stingy man-to-man defense like they were playing. It's hard for players to get good looks from anywhere on the floor, and Kramer, she's not very tall. So
she didn't get any good looks.
So it's tough. I'm sure Coach Lyons, with this 19-point deficit, is going to try to figure a way to get her open and get her some decent looks, because 19 sometimes that sounds like an insurmountable deficit, but with the three-point line, man, that can disappear pretty quickly.
Yeah. Cadence Ball knocked down 2 threes. I think
she had a good first half.
She made both three-pointers that she attempted, and she even got fouled on one of them. So, I was pretty impressed by the three-pointers she knocked down. But I'm really impressed with Robertson and Hinman Mitchell both picking up those early 2 fouls, and both of them held strong the rest of the half to not pick up that third, and that could bode well if we can break that press.
Right.
We just have to break that press. So, tough. So we have a little over 4 minutes here left here before halftime. So let's take a 3-minute break, and then we'll come back and get ready for the second half. So 3-minute break. It was the Viking basketball on V93.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Lebec Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
We're going to wrap up the Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime report, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. And I'd like to thank some of our sponsors bringing you Viking basketball. Day and Zimmerman, Idea Tech, Southeast Kansas Orthopedic, Dr. Mosier Meister, Snyder Lawn Care, Labette Bank, Parsons Educational Foundation, Bowen Pharmacy, Roy's Auto Service, Wood Insurance Center, Community National Bank, the Vet Center for Mental Health Services, Forbes Hoppen Funeral Homes, Parsons District Schools, Eye Care Associate of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Commercial Bank, Clemens Insurance Agency, Tank Connection, Elmhaven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Labette Community College, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Bartlett Co-op, and Labette Health. Thank you to those sponsors helping you bring Viking basketball to us in 2025-2026, and we are underway. Second half, freshman Brenna Kramer to bring it up the court. Nearly loses the handle, gets it back to senior Cadence Ball. Kicks it over to Hinman Mitchell, Schultz. Now Robertson with it up top. And now Hinman Mitchell drives the basket baseline and gets fouled by Hertrich. And Hinman Mitchell's going to go to the line to shoot 2. So good ball movement there by the Lady Vikes.
You know, they've shown the ability to get to the basket. Tony, I'm a little bit surprised they only shot 3 free throws in the first half.
First free throw is no good. Lady Vikes trail 42-23, 7:41 to play, third quarter. Hinman Mitchell with one more free throw on the way. It is up and good. So Braylon now with 5 points. Angie Miller to bring it up for the Lady Dragons. Gets it ahead to Jorge. Now she throws it away. That was Odessa Reed that threw it away, not Jorge. So now Robertson to inbound for Lady Vikes. Hinman Mitchell gets back to Robertson. A little more relaxed press this time. Now Robertson in the paint, and it's good. 12 points now for Ayana Robertson. Now Miller gets it to Mackenzie English underneath. Layup missed. Here comes Robertson quickly the other way. She wants to, thought she was going to go coast to coast, but she kicks it back out to Schultz. Now ball. Back to Robertson. Wow, she can really take it. As I say that, English steals it from her. And now we got a jump ball, and it's going to go over to the Lady Dragons. English just grabbed it out of her hands there.
Yeah, you won't see, it was almost like a steal and blocked shot all at the same time. But good recognition by Robertson, though. She knows she's the best athlete on the floor, and she's been able to have one of her best games, probably her best game of the season so far.
Yep, here comes Lady Dragons. Miller with it. Cut off by Hinman Mitchell. Back to Miller. Now English for a long three, in and out, no good. Now a blocked shot by Hinman Mitchell as Miller got the offensive rebound. Hinman Mitchell maintains possession. Kicks it over to Cadence Ball. 6:29 to play. Lady Vikes trail by 16. Now Hinman Mitchell with it in the paint. Puts it up and is fouled by Miller. So Lady Vikes are winning this half so far 3-0. And Hinman Mitchell's going to go to the line to shoot two. The Lady Dragons with the turnover, and Mackenzie English missed three. And in and out, no good for Hinman Mitchell on the first free throw. 6:20 to play, third quarter. Lady Vikes trail 42-26. Braylon. Second free throw's good. So she missed one, made one, missed one, made one here in the third quarter. Now Miller with it. Kicks it ahead to Hertridge. Actually, Gobert. So it was now Hertridge with it for a three. Missed the three, but an offensive rebound now stolen by Hinman Mitchell. Quickly up to Brenna Kramer. She kicks it out to Ball. Now Ball needs help. Kicks it back up top to Hinman Mitchell. Now Robertson wants to take it to the basket. Lost it. Now Mackenzie English will bring it up the court. Lady Vikes trail by 15. Now travel by Hertridge. Coach Gagg didn't like that. So that's two turnovers in the early going for the Lady Dragons.
Yeah, been a good start to the second half for the Lady Vikes.
Brenna Kramer with it. 5.5 to play here in the third quarter. Kramer gets it to Hinman Mitchell. Hinman Mitchell been very active going to the basket this quarter. Now Kramer wants to go all the way to the basket. Blocked by English. Now English throws it ahead to Gober. Missed the layup. Now she's Stoneberger with it. Kicks it back to Hinman Mitchell. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 15. 42-27. Lady Vikes trailed 42-23 at the half. Lady Vikes are ahead 4-0 here in the second half. They need to score some more. Kramer with it. Near foul there. No call. Now Stoneberg gets it back to Kramer.
Just 5 seconds.
Now turnover by Lady Vikes. Here comes Hertridge. Hertridge is going to go all the way. Got it to go. Sophia Hertridge now at 13. Stoneberger gets it over the ball. Cadence run a little clock here. Kramer with it on the wing.
The illegal screen.
Illegal screen on Robertson, I guess, is what the call is.
That's a tough break. That's
Robertson didn't even realize what happened.
yeah, tough break. Tough way to pick up your third personal. And I didn't see it. I assume it was a good call.
Now nearly knocked out of bounds. The Lady Dragons do maintain possession as Gober inbounds it to Miller. Now Jorge with it. 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Elkamil's in the game now for Lady Dragons. Jorge, hard shot, but gets it to go. It's only her 6th point, but that was a big one there. Now Lexi Jones in the game for Lady Vikes. She's guarded by English. Now Robertson goes baseline, kicks out to Schultz for a 3, no good. Now English cleans up the rebound, throws it ahead to Elkamil, missed layup. Now fight for the rebound. And I guess a timeout is called by Pittsburgh, just a 30-second, trying to maintain that possession as Gober was on the floor with it. So we'll just keep it here. 46-27, 3:32 to play third quarter. And Lady Vikes look good at the very beginning there, but now it's tied 4-4 here in the second half. Back up to a 19-point lead for Lady Dragons.
Yeah, I was hoping they could knock down a 3 here and there and maybe, get it down closer to 10 points. Probably would have forced, Pittsburgh into an early timeout here in the second half, but Pittsburgh's kind of been able to right the ship a little bit and extend the lead back up to 19.
And Lady Dragons do have the possession. So Miller to inbounds underneath their own basket. Gets it into English.
Well, look like that hit the baseline, didn't it?
I swear it hit out of bounds, but I don't know how. They say the Lady Dragons maintain possession. Miller with it again to inbounds. Gets it into Jorge now.
Oh, nice defense.
Now jump ball, this time going Lady Vikes. So Robertson will inbound for Lady Vikes. 3:29 to play, third quarter. Hinman Mitchell. Back to Robertson. Lady Dragons have backed off that a little bit. Now Lexi Jones underneath, missed shot. Now Lexi Jones somehow gets the rebound. Now Robertson kicks it into Schultz. And I'll call another jump ball. This time going to Lady Dragons. Whew. Gober to check it in. Gober to inbounds for Lady Dragons. Gets it into Odessa Reed. She throws it away, but Lady Vikes, they do get it. So Hinman Mitchell now with it. Hinman Mitchell brings it all the way around the other side of the court. Throws it down to Robertson, mismatch. They saw the mismatch and they got it to her, and now the foul's going to be on Miller.
I like the game plan. I like Robertson's aggressiveness.
Yeah,
and I think her confidence is starting to grow, Tony. She hit those early shots back in the first half.
Yeah, free throw from Robertson's good. That's her first free throw of the night. She's up to 13 points now. 2:56 to play, 46-28. Second free throw from Robertson is no good. Mantooth with the rebound now. Quick pass up the court is a turnover on the Lady Dragons. Now Robertson scores it. Robertson now with 15. They're going to call travel on Jorge. The Lady Vikes trail by 16 at 46-30. Lady Vikes have the ball underneath their own basket. Hinman Mitchell to inbounds. Nice to get a bucket right here. Stoneberger with it. Shoot that. I'd like to see Stoneberger just pull the trigger there and shoot that three. Robertson with it up top. Now Jones trying to get it back to Robertson. Tipped out by Hertrich. And it's a steal. And here comes Mackenzie English. Missed shot. Now Lexi Jones with the rebound. Now it's stolen right back. And that should be a backcourt, Scott.
That was close, wasn't it?
She got the possession on her side and then brought it back to the other side. Now missed three-pointer. That's got to be a foul. It's going to be a foul on Odessa Reed. So 46-30 is our score. Lady Vikes are fighting hard. Schultz, Ball, him and Mitchell, Kramer, and Robertson in the game for Lady Vikes. Now Robertson throws it away, and they're going to call a foul on Robertson.
Yep, number 4.
That's too bad. So now Anna Jorge makes the basket and is going to go to the line. She just kind of threw it up and it went in. Free throw is no good. She gets her own rebound.
I don't think anybody realized it was just one free throw.
Yep, and here comes English now for an easy bucket. So Lady Vikes fell asleep there at the free throw line, and now Robertson with it. Kicks it over to Kramer. She thought about the three. Now she drives in, and she has to kick it back out the ball for a three. And no good on the three, but it's going to stay with the Lady Vikes. 1:27 to play, third quarter. Jones checking in for Hinman Mitchell. I figured they'd put Robertson on the bench, but they did not. Now Kramer. She carried it, but they got away with it. Now Ball. It's the Schultz. Robertson for a three, in and out, no good. Wow. Goes out of bounds off the Lady Vikes. 20-point lead for the Lady Dragons. That's the biggest of the game at 50-30. 1:13 to play, third quarter. Hertrich gets it into Miller. They're going to call a travel on Jorge. That's the second travel in the last 3 possessions by Jorge. Thirty-second timeout by Coach Lyons. We're just going to keep it here. 1:09 to play, third quarter. Lady Vikes trail 50-30. And Lady Vikes, you know, like we said, Scott, they started out fairly well. Was up 4-0 in this half. Got it back to about a 14-point game, and then the Lady Dragons just keep pushing it back out. And they've really backed off on their press, but we're still struggling.
Turnovers are actually even in this quarter, 7 apiece. And we figured Pittsburgh would cool off from the field, and they have a little bit. They're just 4 out of 11, but unfortunately Lady Vikes, who shot very well in the first half, now just 2 out of 8 here in the third quarter for 25%. So haven't been able to put a dent in the deficit, unfortunately.
Yep. Hinman Mitchell with it in the backcourt, brings it across. Lexi Jones with it. Jones hands off to Kramer. Under a minute to play here in the third. Heidi Schultz gets it the ball. Ball wants to drive. Throws it up. And they're going to say it went out of bounds off the Lady Vikes. So 49 seconds to play here in the third. Pittsburgh with the ball in a 20-point lead. Now Reed gets it over to Miller. Now Miller gets the English at the free throw line. Now Odessa Reed wants to go to the basket, missed the shot. Now quickly up the court, and now Schultz with it. Kicks it back out to Jones. Yeah, Kramer every time has been really guarded on those threes. Missed three-pointer now by Kramer. Missed underneath by Ball. And Pittsburgh cleaned it up. Here comes Mackenzie English with it. Down to 8 seconds to play in the third. English for a three, no good. But Odessa Reed with the offensive rebound and the putback is good, and she's fouled. So Cadence Ball picks up her first foul. 52-30, Lady Vikes trail by 22. 2.4 to play here in the third. And yeah, that didn't hit the rim, so Lady Vikes will inbounds with less than 2 seconds. Not going to get a shot off. The Lady Vikes trail 52-30. We're going to head to the fourth. You're listening to Viking basketball. 30-second break. You listen to Viking basketball on V93.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe. And we are ready for the fourth quarter. 52-30, Lady Vikes in a big hole. So Lady Vikes come into this game 1-5, desperately looking for their second win. They'll be back in action on Friday night at Coffeyville. And then we'll have 2 home games next week. We'll play Tuesday at home versus Independence and Thursday at home versus Burlington. So there's 3 games that were added to. Normally there's a 20-game schedule, and there was 3 games added, and we added Humboldt, Burlington, and Cherryville to the normal schedule that we've ran for quite some time. So Hinman Mitchell gets it ahead. Now Kramer with it. Kramer gets in the paint, scores it. So Brenna Kramer gets her first basket. So 52-32. Now Odessa Reed turns it over. Now Lexi Jones gets the steal, but now they're going to jump ball, and they're going to stay with the Lady Dragons. I like the fight by the Lady Vikes. They're not giving up.
They are not giving up.
Kramer swarming defense now. Now Elkamil with it. Now underneath to Reed, and Reed scores an easy bucket. 7th point for Odessa Reed. 54-32. Lady Vikes trail by 22. Kramer with it. She's trying to get in the paint every time. This time the layup is no good. Near steal by Kramer. Now we're down to 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Miller gets to Elkamil. Elkamil puts up a floater, no good. Cadence Ball with the rebound. Now Hinman Mitchell. Hinman Mitchell throws it ahead to Kramer. Kramer. Nice move to get in the paint, but now she's going to get it stolen from her. Odessa Reed. Now Hertrich for a 3, and it's good. Sophia Hertrich now with 16 points. She's knocked down 4 3-pointers. Now Kramer is fouled.
She's gassed, Tony. She's been working really hard.
Yeah, she's been playing strong defense, and driving in the basket every time she's had the ball. Kramer at the line. First free throw is no good. Yeah, she's just super tired. She's normally a really, really good free throw shooter. And that one was not pure. 6:23 to play in the ball game. 57-32. Lady Vikes trail by 25. Second free throw is good. I think she caught her breath enough on that second one to be able to knock it down. So Lady Vikes with another steal. Here's Cadence Ball. She's gonna have to back it out. Now Robertson with it. Robertson puts it on the floor. Kicks it out to Hinman Mitchell. Hinman Mitchell wants to drive. Now she kicks out to Cadence Ball for a three. No good, but an offensive rebound by Stoneberger is up and good. So Stoneberger with her first basket. Nope, take that back. That's her second basket. She had one in the first quarter. Elkamil gets it ahead to Odessa Reed, and Odessa Reed scores it. 9 points now for Reed. Now Hinman Mitchell, fouled by Elkamil. So Hinman Mitchell will go to the line to shoot two. Hinman Mitchell with 6 points in the game, 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Lady Vikes trail by 24. First free throw is no good. Riley Mantooth checks back in for the Lady Dragons. Second free throw is good. So Hinman Mitchell's been true on every time she's went to the line. She missed the first one, make the second one. Now Odessa Reed with it. Kicks it to Mantooth. Back down, low to Elkamil, and it is blocked by Hinman Mitchell. So Lady Vikes trail by 23, 59-36, 5:29 to play in the ball game. Elkamil gets it into Reed. Reed, left-hand layup, no good. Stoneberger up the floor to Ball. Now Hinman Mitchell in the paint, scores it. So Braylon now with 9 points. 59-38. Hertridge, now Elkamil for a three, no good. Now jump ball, possession should go to Lady Vikes. Kenzie English and Anna Jorge check back in. Hinman Mitchell gives it back to Robertson. 4:56 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Robertson just tries to throw it up, trying to get the foul, and no call. Now Mantooth loses the handle. Now a foul, but no call. And now they're going to get a call on Jorge. So Lady Vikes will keep the possession. 59-38, Lady Vikes trail by 21. We talked about in the pregame, Scott, just the Lady Vikes just haven't scored above 40 very much this year, and it's just, I think that's going to continue to be a problem if we don't score in the 50s. We're going to have trouble winning games.
Yeah, unofficially 29 turnovers, Tony, and it's hard to score points with that many turnovers.
So now Lady Vikes get the ball back on a steal, and now Robertson kicks it back out to Stoneberger for a three, no good. Rebound goes to Cadence Ball. Now Hinman Mitchell wants a three, and it's good. Hinman Mitchell in double digits. So we get 2 players in double digits, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Lady Vikes trail 59-41, 3:56 to play. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe. 3:56 to play in the ball game. Lady Vikes trail by 18. So Lady Vikes did trail by up to 25, so they have cut it back a little bit here. So no let up in the fight by the Lady Vikes. They've still got a lot of pride and a lot of pep. Mackenzie English gets it in, and she dribbles it off her own foot.
Yeah, and believe it or not, Tony, that's 11 turnovers for Pittsburgh. So Parsons actually winning the turnover battle here in the second half.
That's one positive thing there. Kramer with it. Goes it ahead to Jones, and Jones loses it. Another turnover. I think Jones just needs to put that shot up.
Yep.
I'm not sure where she was going with it. Jorge gets it down to English now. English throws it away. So another turnover by the Lady Dragons. 59-41, 3:32 to play in the ball game. Full court press still going for the Lady Dragons. Throw it away, but Lady Dragons not able to corral it. So Robertson's going to check back in for Lady Vikes. Hopefully she can play this whole last 3:32 without committing that 5th foul. Gets it into Kramer. Kramer tries to split the defense, and no call. Now a steal by the Lady Dragons. Now a steal by the Lady Vikings. And if they'd seen Hinman Mitchell, she'd have had a layup. 4-0 on the fouls, though, Scott, here in this quarter. Surprised Coach Tristan Gagg hasn't said anything about that. Need to get it in the ball. Makes the layup, so Cadence Ball scores a bucket. She has 8. So now Gober gets it ahead to Mantooth. Now stolen by Hinman Mitchell. Hinman Mitchell wants to go all the way to the bucket and is fouled. So Braylon will have 2 more free throws coming. 59-43, 16-point lead for Lady Dragons. First free throw is good. One more free throw for Hinman Mitchell. Schultz to check in. Second one is good. So Schultz checking in for Stoneberger. 59-45. Lady Vikes trail by 14. This has been a long time. English gets it ahead to Miller. Now Gober all the way across, skip pass. Now Hertrich. They're just going to play a little keep away now, I believe. Now a 3-pointer launch by Gober, and it goes down. Adley Gober now with 8 points, and that's her first 3. 62-45. Lady Dragons lead by 17. And Hinman Mitchell will go to the line to shoot 2 more. Braylon has shot 8 free throws. After these 2, it'll be 10. This one goes.
Yeah, 8 out of 13 in the second half. Lady Vikes have done a good job getting to the line.
Hinman Mitchell with 1 more free throw coming. Second one is up, no good. Jorge with the rebound. Gober all the way up to Hertrich. Now no call on the foul, but a offensive rebound by English, and that might be on Robertson. Sure enough, she's done. Stoneberg will check in for her.
Good night for Robertson, though.
Yeah, she played hard. So Mackenzie English made the basket, so hopefully the Lady Vikes realize it's just 1 free throw. And she makes it this time. So back up to a 19-point lead, 65-46. Kramer with it. She got all the way to the basket, missed the shot. Now Jorge with the rebound. Now English. Now Jorge. Stolen by Ball. Now Hertrich got it back. Now English from the elbow. Back over to Jorge. Jorge gets in the paint, loses it, and now it's a steal by Lady Vikes. Now Schultz trying to get it. Yep, she gets it up to Stoneberger. Now Kramer just launched that. 1:45 to play in the ball game. Stoneberger kicks it back out to Schultz. Now she kicks back out the Ball. Now stolen by Gober. Gober going quickly the other way, and now layup missed. Another layup missed. Lady Vikes with the ball. And they're going to call jump ball possession to the Dragons. It's a man-tooth Elkamil to check in. Also, Asiana Hutchison. (65-46). Lady Vikes trail by 19. So turnover by the Dragons. Lady Vikes with the possession. 1:17 to play. Continue to press even though they're up by 19 with a minute to play. And Lady Vikes lose it. Another turnover.
I'm a little surprised they're still pressing.
Gober with it. Man-tooth. Back up to Hertrich. Now Elkamil drives to the basket, and it is blocked. And here comes the Lady Vikes. Too quick up the floor, and they throw it away again. Now Lady Dragons with the ball and the 19-point lead. Hutchinson gets it up to Hertrich. Now man-tooth. Now Gober with it. Down to 30 seconds to play. Lady Vikes with the near steal. Now Hertrich gets it over to Hutchinson and a foul. So 21.3 seconds left to play. Asiana Hutchinson will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. Lainey Trissler checked in for the Lady Dragons, along with Kylie Serrano. Second free throw from Hutchinson is no good. Head to Stoneberger. Layup missed. Offensive rebound though, and now Kramer with it. Kicks it back out to Lexi Jones. Over to Stoneberger, back, trying to get it back to Jones, now down to 3 seconds. So Lady Vikes trail 66-46, 3.4 seconds left to go in the game. Gets it to Stoneberger. Kramer for a 3 at the buzzer, no good. Lady Vikes lose this one 66-46. Lady Vikes will fall to 1-6 on the season. They will be in action again on Friday night at Coffeyville. So let's take a 1-minute break and we'll come back and do the Bowen Pharmacy for the girls' side. 1-minute break, Viking basketball, V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, and we are ready for the Bowen Pharmacy post-game report on the girls' side. I'm going to run down the scores first for the Lady Dragons. Odessa Reed with 9, Anna Jorge with 8, Adelie Gober with 8, Sophia Hertz with 16, Mackenzie English with 19, Angie Miller with 2, Kendall Uckamo with 3, and Asiana Hutchinson with 1. Leading the way for the Lady Vikes, actually 2 players with 15 points. Braylon Hinman Mitchell with 15, Ayana Robertson with 15, and then Cadence Ball chipped in with 8, Brenda Kramer 3, Alex Stoneberger with 2. Actually make that 4 for Stoneberger, and then 1 for Lexi Jones. And just too many turnovers, Scott.
Yeah, you know, the second half was essentially even statistically and on the scoreboard. You know, Lady Vikes fought hard, but yeah, a lot of turnovers, and they just never fully recovered from that hot start that Pittsburgh had from the three-point line in the first quarter. You know, you get behind like that, and so sometimes it messes with you mentally, and sometimes from a coaching standpoint, you even kind of have to change up your strategy a little bit.
Exactly. Especially, I mean, you had one of your senior leaders, Braylon Hinman Mitchell, with 2 fouls in the first 28 seconds.
Right.
I mean, that
changes a lot.
Yeah, it definitely changes the aggressiveness that you can be. And Scott, she never picked up another foul.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. That's hard to believe.
It's just unbelievable. You get 2 fouls in the first 28 seconds and never get a single foul again the rest of the game. It's incredible. And then she ended up with 15 points.
Yeah, she had a good night.
You know, because of those fouls, she couldn't play much of the first quarter. Didn't score in the first, and then she ends up with 4 in the second, 2 in the third, and then she chimes in with 9 points in the fourth. So, you know, there's definitely some positives for the Lady Vikes coming out of this. I mean, there's some things they got to work on, but they're going to win some games. They're just going to have to get more consistent.
Yeah, they'll a couple of days of practice, get ready for Coffeyville, and it seems like anytime we go down to Coffeyville, there's always at least one really good game and oftentimes two good games.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is about that building, but Parsons and Coffeyville are usually just a pretty good matchup.
Yeah. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the Bowen Pharmacy post game on the girls' side. And Scott, I'll let you take it over to how much time you need before the boys' side.
All right, let's send it back to the station for a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back with the Tank Connection pregame show for the boys' contest. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today. Hope for tomorrow.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Size, but Pittsburgh, they're not quite as big as they usually are, and before we went on the air, you know, I'd looked over their schedule. They've played some teams that they, you know, the SEK schools don't play a lot. You know, I think you said Wamego, Wichita Trinity, one of the Shawnee Mission schools.
Shawnee Mission North, yeah.
You know, so they probably had some pretty tough competition, but just the fact that they're sitting at 4-4 tells you that maybe they're not quite up to snuff compared to where Pittsburgh has been recently. But as you and I both know, the Vikings are going to have to come out and play their best brand of basketball if they want to get a win tonight. And you know, Coach Houck and the kids desperately want the win because they still have a goose egg in the win column.
Yeah, they definitely much needed to get on the win side. I mean, they're just like the girls' side. They're going to win some games. It's just they just got to put together 4 quarters.
Yeah, and
they've yet to do that. At Mulvane, the team they played at Mulvane was a good Mulvane team.
Yep.
And they had them at the ropes and lost in double overtime. But I feel like it's all going to come together at some point to get them some wins. It's just going to take some time. And hopefully, hopefully tonight it can happen. You know, this Pittsburgh team, like you said, you know, they're 4-4, so, you know, they're not a normal Pittsburgh team that's going to come in here and be big and strong and dominant. So, you know, if we can put together 4 quarters tonight, I think we got a chance.
We do have the starters for Pittsburgh. Don't have them for the Vikes yet. It's going to be 3 seniors, 2 juniors. So a lot of experience in the Pittsburgh lineup. It's going to be Danny Durden, Caden Navaratnam. Did I say that right, Tony?
Yep,
Navaratnam. Yep. Jamarcus Davis, Landon Jesse, and Malachi Meadows. Tony, I'm not really sure when the height of these basketball players became such top secret information, but it's not on the roster, which is becoming more and more common. The Vikings, I think, I don't know. I just have a feeling, Tony, that they're going to, and if they can match up with Pittsburgh athletically, you know, I think they can hang with Pittsburgh, who, you know, Pittsburgh has to be considered the favorite in this game. And Parsons playing at home and sitting at 0-6. You know, they want to get the monkey off their back.
100%.
And you know, I just hope they come out and play well and give Pittsburgh a run for their money.
Yeah, this sophomore group from Parsons boys, you know, especially like Andre Ford.
Yep.
He is going to get better and better as the year progresses. We talked about him in football.
Yeah.
You know, as the year progressed, how much better he got, and I think the same is going to happen for Andre Ford here in basketball season, because just from the very first night to what we saw in the game against Labette County, it was night and day.
Right.
You know, we had that stretch in the third quarter against Labette County where, you know, I thought we cut it to 6, and then I thought we were going to have a chance to, you know, even get an inch even closer, and then it just got pushed back out. But I like the fight from the boys. They fought all the way through every game. They were fighting tooth and nail just right to the end. So, but this sophomore class, I think, is going to be going to be special.
Yeah, Coach Houck has talked a lot about their fight already. You know, the kids, they love playing basketball. They love playing with each other. They love playing for Coach Houck. And, you know, that means a lot. It hasn't translated into wins yet, but when you have a cohesive unit, you can overcome, you know, whether it's a lack of experience or maybe, you know, talent isn't quite where it's been in years past. You can overcome some of those things when the kids are willing to work hard and you know, and when they're coachable. And this group definitely is.
And I see Kennett is suited up for the first time this year.
Yeah, I talked to him earlier. He will probably not play this season, unfortunately.
Really?
He fractured his hand. They don't even know how. And then I think there was some nerve damage in the hand as well.
Okay.
So I think
he's just suiting up just for
suiting up for fun, I think, and he's just hoping to be ready for tennis season in a couple of months.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think he will see the floor this season. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I just thought it was promising to see him in the uniform.
Yeah,
because he'd been in street clothes the whole before Christmas break. So because he's definitely a big body that could be used down low to get a lot of rebounds and putbacks. But
I'll try to give you the starting lineup really quick for the Vikes. It looks like it's going to be Shaw, Largent, Gregory, Pleasant, and Rome Strickland. And looks like it is now time for the national anthem. So we'll step away for a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with basketball. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
So, commercial still.
Yeah, we're back live at Parsons High School, Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium. Starting lineups being announced over public address by Viking head football coach Jeff Scheibe. The Purple Dragons have kind of shied away from purple recently, Tony, on their road uniforms. More of a gray uniform with purple trim. Vikings, of course, will be in that familiar home white with the blue and gold trim. Mentioned first year coach this year for the Purple Dragons.
Jesse Moss. Yeah, I've never heard the name.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. Definitely not familiar. So, of course, I think Coach Houck, I want to say in his 13th season already as the Vikings head coach. Kai Gregory, the sophomore, getting the start for the Vikes. A good start will be critical for the Vikings.
Size-wise, I think we match up fairly well.
Yeah, in the at least in the starting five, we'll be okay.
I figure Largent should have some size advantage in the paint.
See how he matches up with number 35 there, who for some reason is not on my roster.
Wonder if he changed jerseys or something. Who in the starting lineup on the numbers that he gave you?
I'm trying to figure it out. It's not even close. Yeah. The starting lineup I was given was not even
close.
Really, not even close.
Okay.
There's 2 or 3 guys that are right, so we'll have to figure this out. Opening tip won by the Purple Dragons. And we will do the best we can because we don't even have some of these guys on our roster. Drive to the basket. Shot is going to be up. No good. But then a tip goes down. Jesse got the tip, and Pittsburgh is on top 2-0. Vikes with their first offensive possession. Just underway. Pittsburgh leading at 2-0. Well, they're going to say Strickland carried the ball. I couldn't see it. Coach Houck said, well, you better call it both ways all night because, yeah, it didn't look like much of a turnover, Tony, but I didn't have a very good angle. Jamarcus Davis brings the ball into the front court. Picked up by Strickland. Gets around him easily. Kicks it into the corner for what should have been a 3, but he hesitated. And Jesse ended up taking steps, so the Vikes catch a break. Shaw into the front court for the Vikings. Parsons looking for their first win of the season tonight. They're sitting at 0-6. Largent left wide open. He'll launch a 3. Got it. Largent knocks down the 3. He was unchallenged out there, and the Vikes lead at 3-2.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot from there very often.
Davis, he's quick, he's a good ball handler. Finds a man open and putting it in off the glass is the mystery player for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we'll have to find out from Scheibe who that is.
Strickland goes baseline. Vikes trailing this one 4-3. Strickland thought about a 3 from the left wing. Now he pulls up from about 17 off the back iron, no good, and rebounded by the Purple Dragons. Meadows with it. Kicks it out to Navaratna. And then a nice drive shot, no good, but offensive rebound. And whoever 35 is, Tony, he's the one guy in the starting 5 that has some substantial size, and he is giving the Vikings some problems in the paint.
Moss.
So Moss's free throw is going to bank in. That's one of the uglier free throws you'll ever see that actually goes through. But it all counts the same.
I said Caleb Moss, but I don't even see him anywhere on the lineup.
I don't either. That's strange. So Moss with 3 points. That free throw no good. Well, and if it's close, we know who to foul down the stretch. We want to put that guy at the line. 5-3, Pittsburgh by 2. They're really picking up the defensive intensity. They're in a straight man-to-man. Strickland loses it, and Moss picks it up. Gives it back to the point guard, Davis. Davis kicks it out to Jesse. From the corner, three-pointer no good, but another offensive rebound by Moss. Meadows finds Moss on the baseline, reverse layup blocked. He gets it back, misses. Third try, no good, and finally the Vikes clean the glass. Vikes down by 2, 5-3, 5:35 to go in the first quarter. Largent wants another one. Off the back iron, no good, but it comes right back to him. Kicks it out to Pleasant for a 3. Got it. Deshaun Pleasant gives the Vikes a 1-point lead at 6-5, 5:19 to go in quarter number 1.
Yeah, the Vikes getting out rebounded, but still fighting hard.
And then a nice drive, scoring and getting fouled, Jamarcus Davis. Makes it 7-6 in favor of Pittsburgh. Several subs coming in now for the Vikes. Andrew Hauk checks in, also Ford into the lineup. Heitman, so 3 subs for the Vikes. Another lefty at the line, and it is good. So Davis gets a 3-point play. Shaw in trouble, gets it to Heitman. Into the corner for Hauk. His 3, I think, was partially blocked, and it's a little bit short. Here comes Pittsburgh with it. They have the ball in a 2-point lead. Wild shot, no good. Hauk with a good rebound. Heitman takes it all the way, missed it. And here comes Davis with it. Oh, good look underneath, and the layup goes down. Malachi Meadows with his first basket. 10-6, Pittsburgh by 4. And then a foul in the backcourt on Gabe Cox.
Pittsburgh has shot 11 shots, have 5 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, Vikes will have to clean it up, keep them off the offensive glass. But Tony, this doesn't look like a Pittsburgh team that will necessarily overwhelm the Vikings.
No.
So Parsons can kind of settle in here and keep it close. Pittsburgh leading at 10-6. Shaw with a 3, it's short and rebounded by the Dragons. 1 and done for the Vikes. Oh, that looked clean by Shaw. I thought Shaw had all ball, but I think we're going to get 2 free throws. Shaw already picks up his second personal and the team's 3rd. Landon Jesse with 2 points on the night, the junior with his first trip to the line. Knocks it down. Morton checks in to the Viking lineup, along with Pleasant. Jesse's second free throw, perfect. So Pittsburgh has doubled up Parsons here in the early going, 12-6, 4:17 to play in quarter number 1. Here come the Vikes, Pleasant with it. Over to Ford. To Morton. Boy, it looks like he got fouled. No call. Heitman from 17, air ball. Ford with a great offensive rebound. Gets into the paint, puts up a floater, no good, and rebounded out by Moss. Pittsburgh on the move, looking to push the pace. This guy can shoot. I saw him in warm-ups, but it's in and out. No good.
Asai, I think, shot that.
So 12-6, Vikes trailing by 6. Ford in trouble, kicks it out. Morton for 3 from the top of the key, can't get the roll. Pittsburgh continues to dominate the glass. And here comes Davis with it. Again, Pittsburgh 4-4 on the year, Vikings 0-6, and then Davis just lost it out of bounds. 3:20 to go in our opening quarter. Pittsburgh 12, Parsons 6. Pleasant to inbound in front of the scorers table.
Yeah, I think this is a game we can hang with them. We just need to need to settle in.
Yeah, we need to rebound better and get into a better flow on the offensive end. Pleasant facing this tough man-to-man defense. Shot no good, and Pittsburgh gets another rebound. Tried to do an alley-oop, and it's broken up by the Vikings. Vikings looking to push it. Pleasant. Reverse layup is blocked. Nice defense by the Purple Dragons. Davis gets around everybody, misses the layup. Morton with the rebound. Gets it into the front court. Gets it off to Heitman. Pleasant from about 12, no good, and just no rebounding at all right now for the Vikings. Moss already looks like he's gassed. It's a 6-point lead for Pittsburgh. Vikes are having a little trouble containing Davis, the point guard. Here's a three-pointer, well off the mark. Morton grabs the rebound for the Vikes. Parsons needs a basket. They haven't scored in a while. Houck left open for three. He got it. Yeah, he doesn't create a lot of his own shots, Tony, but if Houck can get his feet set,
yeah,
he can be a really good outside shooter. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll just keep it here at the gym. 2:04 to go in quarter number one. It's Pittsburgh 12 and Parsons 9. And, Tony, what I'm seeing in the early going, though, is just that Parsons has got to start holding their own on the glass.
Yeah, they're already getting out-rebounded 14-8. So but I mean, it's a 3-point game. So in the early going, Pittsburgh has shot so many extra shots.
Right.
Now it's 15 shot attempts, Pittsburgh, 14 shot attempts for Parsons. So we're starting to get the shot attempts up, but we're 3 for 14, which is not good.
Yeah, that's not a good percentage.
No.
All of Pittsburgh's points have been on 2-point field goals and free throws. All of the Vikings' points have come from behind the 3-point line. Asai, the junior, to throw it in. Gets it into Wyatt Thomas. Will be picked up by Ford. Oh, good screen out top. Three-pointer is going to go down.
Novotny.
Now Barotnam knocks it down. 15-9, 6-point lead for the Purple Dragons. Morton puts it on the floor. Strong move, but then he gets blocked. He's going to get bailed out. I'm not sure who the foul was on.
That was almost should have been a travel before the contact, and that's what the Pittsburgh coach is talking about.
You know, Moss isn't on our roster, Tony, and he already looks gassed. It just makes me wonder if he had an injury maybe and didn't even play in December. It's hard to say.
But
free throw, no good.
The head coach's last name is Moss as well.
Okay.
Makes me wonder if maybe he transferred from somewhere.
That's possible.
Couldn't play before semester. I don't. Yeah, we're speculating.
Second free throw by Morton, no good. Moss with another rebound. 6-point lead for Pittsburgh, 15-9, minute and a half to go in quarter number one. Thomas kicks it in the corner. Three-pointer is going to go down. Asai knocks it down. And Pittsburgh pulling away all of a sudden at 18-9 with those back-to-back threes. Gregory tries to answer. It's no good. And Pittsburgh continues to dominate on the glass. Asai shoves forward. Yeah, it was a little too egregious. He didn't need to do that, Tony.
Yeah, I seen him pushing.
He lowered his shoulder. If he had just continued making a normal basketball play, he probably would have got the foul on the Vikings. The Parsons needs a basket here. They're down 18-9 with about a minute to go in quarter number one. Pittsburgh is still in man-to-man. Ford kicks it out to Largent for a three off the mark, no good, and pulled out by Thomas. Pittsburgh continues to somewhat surprisingly dominate on the glass. Quick three at the other end, no good. Ford fighting hard, gets the defensive rebound. Into the front court, he may want to go all the way, and he gets blocked. And, boy, fighting hard, he gets it back. Great hustle by Ford to save the possession. Morton down to Largent. Now to Ford. Coach Houck can't believe there wasn't a foul called. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ford, nice look to Largent. He gets blocked by Moss, and it goes out of bounds. The Vikes will only have 2 seconds on the shot clock. I don't know if anybody knows it. 14 seconds left in the quarter. Pittsburgh leading at 18-9. Game was pretty even for most of the quarter, but back-to-back threes by Pittsburgh has really opened up the lead for the Purple Dragons. And what do we have? They're going to say Morton stepped over the baseline. It's a turnover.
Oh, man.
So with 13 and a half seconds left in the quarter, Pittsburgh will get the last shot. Davis into the front court. 7 seconds. Kicks it out. From the top of the key, a three-pointer is almost an air ball, but there is Moss with the offensive rebound. No good, but then a second try goes down for Wyatt Thomas, and it's the biggest lead of the night for Pittsburgh. They lead at 20-9. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Viking basketball on V93.
Here's a bright idea. Streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Just underway in quarter number 2. Three-pointer goes in and out for Jason Shaw. Vikes down by double digits to Pittsburgh at 20-9. Davis kicks it out. Cutter to the basket. Reverse layup, no good. Rebounded by Shaw. Vikes have got to get things going on the offensive end. They had 3 three-pointers in the first quarter. Now an NBA three-pointer by Houck is going to be short and pulled out by Pittsburgh. Davis, nice pass. And then getting fouled is Meadows. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
The Vikings have 0 inside presence.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. They've had several shots blocked. As Meadows goes to the line to shoot 2. And can't get the roll. He will have one more. Hopefully the Vikes can settle in before this thing gets out of hand. 20-9, down by 11, 7:24 to go in the first half. Meadows' second free throw is no good. Houck with the rebound for the Vikes. Now a press off the missed free throw. See if the Vikes can burn it. Heitman missed it, and then offensive rebound and getting fouled on the putback is Largent. Largent hit a three-pointer back in the first quarter going to the line. Vikes 0 for 2 as a team from the free throw line. 6'4" Largent got it to go. 20-10, Pittsburgh leads by 10. Largent's second is also good. So he leads the way for the Vikes with 5. 7 guys for Pittsburgh broke into the scoring column in the first quarter. Near turnover, Davis saves the possession and then powers his way up and scores on the left side. He now has 5 points. 22-11, Pittsburgh on top. Shaw tried to dribble through everybody and got his pocket picked. Pittsburgh on the move, layup goes down at the other end. And I think we're gonna have a timeout by Coach Houck. 24-11, Pittsburgh by 13, 6:46 to go in the first half. We will step away for a 30-second commercial break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
Back live at Parsons High School. Scott Marlowe, Tony Fuentes with you. Karen Hardesty taking care of everything back in the KLKC studios. Brody Wright taking care of our live video stream this evening. Not the start the Vikings were hoping for. down 24-11 to the Purple Dragons with 6:46 to go in the first half. Vikes with 3 3-pointers and a couple of made free throws. And then I don't know what happened there. Total miscommunication on the inbound, and it's going to be an easy layup for the Purple Dragons, and they lead by 15 at 26-11. Heitman in the front court for the Vikes. Now Ford reverses direction. Gets into the paint, puts it up and scores. Nicely done by Ford. Gets his first basket. 26-13, Pittsburgh leading by 13. Now the point guard wants a three-pointer, and he got it. Jamarcus Davis knocks it down. 29-13, Pittsburgh with a big lead over the Vikes. 6 minutes to go in the half. Ford tried to split a couple of defenders, lost the ball. Meadows at the other end, puts it in off the glass. 31-13, Pittsburgh going with a zone press right now. Vikings lose it. Coach Houck thought it should have been a foul, and pretty hard foul at the other end. Davis will go to the line to shoot 2. Well, Tony, we didn't think the Vikes were outsized. We were hoping that they wouldn't be outmatched athletically, but it seems as though they probably are here, down 18 with 5:39 to go in the first half. Pittsburgh just looks a little bit quicker than the Vikings.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh is 7 for 21 in the first quarter, 33%. Vikings only 3 for 17 for 17%. And then the Vikings aren't really helping themselves out. Only 1 for 4 in the second quarter, and Pittsburgh's 5 out of 6 in the second quarter.
And their point guard Davis looking for his 10th point of the first half. He's been the best player on the floor so far for either team. I've never seen so many lefties on the same team. I think they got at least 3 lefties on the roster. After knocking down the second free throw, it is a 20-point lead for Pittsburgh. At the other end, nicely done by Houck. He kisses it in off the glass. He now has 5 points. Vikes a little slow to get back, but then nice recovery by Gregory. Davis for 3, no good, and rebounded by Kai for the Vikings. Strickland gets it into the front court. Parsons down 33-15, 5:10 to go in the first half. Houck to Ford on the far side of the floor to Gregory, and his little floater goes down. Kai Gregory gets his first basket. 33-17, little mini run there for the Vikes. Still a lot of work to do with 4:48 to go in the first half. Vikes in a 3-2 zone. Pittsburgh has some shooters. We'll see how this works out. One of the lefties puts it up, and it's perfect.
He's good.
Navaratnam knocks it down. 36-17. Strickland from the baseline, no good. Caden with the rebound for Pittsburgh. And then a nice play at the other end, kissing it off the glass, is Wyatt Thomas. Biggest lead of the first half for Pittsburgh at 38-17, 4:05 to go. The first half, three-pointer off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Davis. Pittsburgh, quick run out. Looked like a pretty good block, but they're going to say Houck got Meadows from behind, and that's going to be 2 more free throws. Third personal on the Vikes. First personal. Check that second personal on Houck. Free throw is off the mark, no good. Meadows 4 points here in the first half, 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Morton checks into the Viking lineup. It's Heitman, Morton, Gregory, Strickland, and Pleasant out on the floor for the Vikes. Meadows free throw, no good. He's 0 for 4. So Pittsburgh hasn't been spectacular from the free throw line, but they've pretty much dominated everywhere else. Another miscommunication there and a silly turnover by the Vikings.
5th turnover in the quarter. 8 total turnovers to Pittsburgh's 1 turnover.
The big guy, Moss, checks in for Pittsburgh. Also, Ryder Arnett checks in. Big lead for Pittsburgh, 38-17, 3:40 to go in the first half. Vikes poked it away, but Pittsburgh ends up with it. Arnett. Davis, quick look underneath to Moss. Partially blocked, gets it back, can't score, but he's fouled and will go to the line. Davis is a solid point guard. He's kind of controlling everything.
That's eight offensive rebounds for Pittsburgh in the game.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm going to guess Moss is about 6'6". His free throw is no good. He has 3 points on the night, 1 out of 3 from the line. Trying to give Pittsburgh a 22-point lead here in the second quarter. Can't get that one to go, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it will go over to the Vikes. 38-17 is your score. Pittsburgh leading by 21, 3:24 to go in the first half. Morton gets it into Strickland. Vikings with a lot of work to do. Pittsburgh's going to go to a zone, it looks like. 2-3 zone. See how the Vikings attack it. Morton to Pleasant. Picked up his dribble. Finds Morton on the baseline, and he can't score, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 3:08 to go in the first half. Pittsburgh led this one 20-9 at the end of the first quarter, and they've already put up another 18 points with 3:08 to go. Oh, they're not going to give Morton any free throws, Tony.
Oh, wow.
Vikes will just be inbounding from underneath their own basket. They get it right back to Morton, kicks it out to Heitman. Needs a little bit of help. Strickland out to Heitman. Finds Morton. 14-footer goes down. Morton gets his first basket. 38-19, and the Vikes knock the ball out of bounds, and it will stay with the Purple Dragons. Sy with it, guarded by Pleasant, swings it over to Meadows. Now the hot shooter can't get it to go, and I missed the turnover.
Yeah,
Must have been a traveling violation on the Vikings. So 2:33 to go. Navarotnam and Davis leading the way for Pittsburgh with 10 points apiece. They lead at 38-19. Good look underneath to Meadows. Did he take steps? Yes, he did.
That's only second turnover on Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they've done a good job taking care of the ball. It helps when you have a solid point guard like Davis. Sees the floor really well. Thomas, Navarotnam out there, Masai, Davis and Meadows for Pittsburgh as they go with the zone press. Gregory tried to get it ahead to Strickland. It's knocked out of bounds by the Purple Dragons. Down to 2:24 to go in the first half with Pittsburgh leading at 38-19. Moss going to check in. Boy, there's a big size differential. Moss replacing Asai. We're guessing about 6'6", replacing 5'5" maybe on that substitution. Heitman to Strickland, gets double teamed out at half court and then gets fouled. That will just be the third foul on Pittsburgh, so no free throws yet for the Vikings. Meadows picks up his first personal. Ford back into the lineup for the Vikes, replacing Strickland. Morton into Pleasant, finds Heitman in the corner. Back out to Morton. Jump shot from 17 off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Meadows. Up ahead to Thomas. Thomas will walk it into the front court. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Pittsburgh in control, 38-19. Vikes in a 3-2 zone. Now Rottenham kicks it over to Meadows. Now Davis has it. Back out top to Meadows. Wyatt got into the paint. And now another traveling violation on Pittsburgh. Largent and Hauk check into the Viking lineup. Gregory and Morton will head to the bench. Minute 42 to go in quarter number 2. Big lead for Pittsburgh at 38-19. Pittsburgh is going to stay in a zone. Hauk. I missed it, but it was a turnover, and it's a 2-on-1 break. And then a silly turnover by Pittsburgh. Vikes catch a break there. Ford ahead of the pack. Got the layup to go down. Ford with 4 points, 38-21, Pittsburgh by 17. Meadows to Davis, over to Thomas. Oh, finds the big man underneath. Is it a charge? It is. Again, he should have just gone straight up. It lowered his shoulder.
Yep. They're going to call that every time. That's a third foul on Moss, too.
Yeah, that's his third personal. You know, I don't know how good the position was that the defender had, and the Pittsburgh coach upset with the call, but, man, when you lower your shoulder, you're going to get the offensive foul more often than not. Vikes down 17 with a minute to go in the first half. Good look down to Heitman, and he's blocked but fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. Jesse picked up the personal, his first. Heitman with the first of 2 free throws. In and out, no good. He'll have one more. Heitman's second free throw, no good. Great hustle by the Vikes. And I thought it should go over to the Purple Dragons.
We'll take it.
But they're saying that the Vikings have it. Pleasant from the far side of the gym gets it into Ford. Ford cut off at the free throw line. Now to Pleasant. They're wanting to trap, and he got fouled. And that's going to be 2 free throws for the Vikes. Meadows with his second. 2 free throws coming for Pleasant. He has 3 points on the night. This is his first trip to the line, and it spins out. 38-21, Pittsburgh by 17, 40 seconds to go in the first half. Vikes 2 out of 5 from the line here in the second quarter. And make it 2 out of 6, but an offensive rebound by Largent, and he can't follow it in, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I got us 2 for 8 from the free throw line.
Yeah, they haven't done themselves any favors. Largent made them both, but now he's missing. He misses the front end. He'll have one more. Yeah, just 2 out of 9 from the free throw line. When you're trying to chip away at a big deficit, you got to knock down your free throws. In and out, no good, and then it goes out of bounds over to Pittsburgh. Wow, just 20% from the free throw line here in the first half for the Vikes. 38-21, Pittsburgh by 17. They're into the front court with about 35 seconds to go. They get it down low and then blocked from behind by Heitman, but I think they're going to get him. Yep, they did get Heitman. That is his second personal. 2 free throws coming for Landon Jesse. Jesse has 4 points. He's 2 out of 2 from the line. And make it 2 out of 3. Left that one a little long. Goes off the back iron. Asai checking in for Meadows.
They really haven't shot the free throws very good either. They're 5 of 12.
Yeah, they haven't haven't been great. Davis has been 3 out of 3. And in and out, no good. Rebounded by the Vikes. Parsons can hold for the last shot if they choose. They're down 38-21, 20 seconds to go in the first half. And it's a steal. Quickly to the other end, Davis missed it, but the follow is good. 40-21, 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Vikes get it up to Houck. Goes baseline, finds Largent underneath, and he banks it in off the glass. And then a long full court shot at the buzzer is no good. And halftime is here with Pittsburgh leading Parsons 40-23. We'll step away for a 3-minute commercial break. And we'll be back with the Eye Care Associate halftime show. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Yep, back live at Parsons High School, getting ready now for the Eye Care Associate halftime show, brought to you by Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. 40-23 is your halftime score. Pittsburgh leading the Parsons Vikings. And Tony, as the score would indicate, Pittsburgh was just the better team in the first half.
100%. I have them shooting 15-34 for 44%. Vikings 9 of 28 for 31%. Vikings shooting 20% from the free throw line, but they're only shooting 33%, so not much better. but the rebounds is what's killing us.
Right.
They out-rebound us 25-15 total, and then we had 11 turnovers to their 3.
Yeah.
So, I mean, turnovers is a problem, free throws is a problem, and rebounding is a problem.
And, you know, this point guard for Pittsburgh, Jamarcus Davis, he reminds me a little bit of Jerick Williams in the sense that he scored pretty well in the first half. He had 10 points, but he seems like the kind of guy who could score a lot more if he really wanted to, but it seems like he's more of a distributor and just focused on running the offense. He had several assists, and he just kind of controlled the first half for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Navaratnam is equally as good. I mean,
yes, he's tough. He's tough.
He can, I mean, he can shoot it from the outside. He took a steal in for a beautiful layup. I mean, he's got skills too. I mean,
he's a good basketball player.
Yeah, they've got some athletes.
And in fact, it is Caden Navaratnam leading the way with 12 points. Jamarcus Davis with 10. 4 points apiece for Thomas, Jesse, Meadows, and 3 points for Moss. Meanwhile, leading the way for the Vikes, Connor Largent with 7. 5 points for Andrew Houck, 4 points for Andre Ford, 3 points for Deshaun Pleasant, and then 2 points for Marion Morton and Kai Gregory. So, you know, there's like 6 guys that got into the scoring column for the Vikes, but they're just, it looks like they're up against superior talent.
Yeah.
If the first 16 minutes is any indication. So, 40-23. Well, we've seen the Vikings come back from big deficits before, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, they're going to have to try to get the ball inside, get them in some foul trouble. Moss is already in foul trouble with 3. You know, but the inside presence hasn't been there for the Vikings at all.
Right.
At one point, I mean, we only made 3-pointers in the first quarter, and then I feel like the first 4 shots in the second quarter were all 3-pointers.
Yeah.
So it's just like, at some point, we got to start driving the basket. And
yeah, I have a feeling that might be a point of emphasis in the locker room by Coach Houck. Pittsburgh already back out, warming up for the second half. But, yeah, Tony, I am surprised because while Moss definitely gave us some problems with his length.
He didn't really score it.
But he didn't score a lot. He only scored 3 points, 1 out of 4 from the line, but he altered a lot of shots, blocked a couple of shots. But, you know, other than him, I feel like the Vikings should match up pretty well in the paint. And, man, we just didn't get anything going.
Not at all. Like you said earlier, anytime we did try to get the ball down low, it got blocked. We had I think at least 4 shots that I can remember that got blocked, so could have been more than that.
Now the Vikings looking for their first win of the season, but they have a lot of work to do. Pittsburgh leading at the break 40-23. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with the second half. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today. Hope for tomorrow.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Score of 40-23. In case you missed it, the Lady Vikes came up short in our opener. Looks like Pittsburg Largent, Ford, Hauk, Heitman, and Pleasant starting the second half for the Vikes. Pittsburg opens up in a straight man-to-man. Ford into the paint, up and under move, no good, and who's going to get the loose ball? Pittsburgh has it. Navaratnam gets it into the front court. Vikes will also go with the man-to-man defense, I believe, or did they say, no, they're going to stay in their zone. Davis splits the zone, kicks it out. Navaratnam for a long three, it's good.
He's got range.
15 points. And it's a 20-point lead for the Dragon. Heitman cut off on the baseline. Gets it out to Hauk. Heitman now at the top of the key. Tried to get Ford on the back door. Double teamed. Close to a 5-second count, gets it off to Heitman, and then his jump shot from about 14 goes down. Nicely done by the sophomore. It's his first basket of the night, and then a traveling violation at the other end. So it's Pittsburgh leading Parsons 43-25, 6:45 to go in quarter number 3. Now checking in for the first time tonight, Danny Durden. He's got a little bit of length to him. Not quite as tall, I don't think, as Moss, but pretty close. Ford with it. Out top to Largent. Kicked in the corner to Pleasant. Pleasant, a step back three. Oh, he can't get the roll. I can't believe that didn't go down.
Wow.
Battle for the loose ball. Pittsburgh has it. Davis into the front court. Kicks it out. Navaratnam for three. That one's off the mark, no good, but nobody there for the rebound. And it's an easy putback for Durden. Back to a 20-point lead for the Purple Dragons, 45-25, 6:05 to go in the third quarter. Ford, did he shove off?
Navaratnam.
Yeah, they did get Navaratnam with the foul. His first and the team's first. Kai Gregory checks into the Viking lineup. Zane Miller checks in for Pittsburgh. I don't think he saw action in the first half.
No, I never seen him go in.
Vikes down by 20. Largent in the corner. He's going to challenge Moss. Now he has his pocket picked, but Ford gets the loose ball. Out to Pleasant. Largent back out top to Ford. Back to Largent. They're just not going to come down out and guard Largent on the perimeter. Layup goes down by Ford. Nice drive by the sophomore. He now has 6 points. Davis at the other end being hounded by Ford. Swings it over to Durden. Little Euro step. Couldn't get it to go, and it's going to be pulled out of there by the Vikes. Vikes caught a break there. Almost turned it over. Pleasant to Craig Gregory for a three. It's off the mark, no good, and rebounded by Moss. And out ahead at the pack, Navaratnam lays it in. He leads all scorers with 17, and it is a 20-point lead for Pittsburgh. 4:55 to go in the third quarter. Pleasant for three, off the mark, no good. Navaratnam with the rebound. Quickly up ahead to Durden. He gets fouled by Pleasant. Pleasant's first and the team's first in quarter number 3. Morton checks in for the Vikes. Davis backing his man down, and certainly could have been an offensive foul. That's all of every coach on the Viking bench can't believe that that was not an offensive foul. So Davis with 2 free throws, short on the first one. Junior point guard gets the second one to go. Tyson Williams is also checked into the Viking lineup. Meanwhile, we have a steal in the backcourt. And Davis gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. (48-27) is your score. Pittsburgh leading Parsons. 4:33 to go in quarter number 3. Free throw goes down for Jamarcus Davis. 49-27, Pittsburgh in control. Williams, Morton head to the bench along with Strickland. Davis's free throw spins out. Marion Morton, good look ahead to Kai Gregory, and the layup didn't go down. And pulled out by Asai. Here comes Pittsburgh. Great hustle by Gregory, almost got the steal. And three-pointer by Navaratnam is short. Pittsburgh with an offensive board as they continue to control the glass, and now a foul on the Vikes. Down to 4:07 to go in the third quarter. Already the 4th team foul on the Vikes. 3rd personal on Heitman. Pittsburgh lobs it into the paint. Up and under move. Layup goes down. Zane Miller gets his first basket. 51-27, Pittsburgh in control. 3:55 to go in the third quarter. Morton gets it down to Gregory. Tried to get over the taller Durden, couldn't do it. Durden forcing the action at the other end. He's getting a little chippy under the basket. Durden will go to the line to shoot 2. Morton picks up his first personal. Durden's free throw is good. He now has 3 points. Shaw checks into the lineup for the Vikings, as does Largent, Gregory, and Pleasant head to the Viking bench. Second free throw is also good. Are they going to wave it off?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's timeout, I think.
And I think he stepped over the line. It's a violation. And then a 30-second timeout as well. We'll keep it here. I want to say thank you to some of our sponsors bringing you Viking basketball this season. Thank you to Labette Health, Bartlett Co-op, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Labette Community College, Elmhaven Nursing Home, and Woodridge Estates. Also Tank Connection, Clemens Insurance Agency, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Parsons District Schools, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Wood Insurance Center, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Labette Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, SEK Orthopedic, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Idea Tech, and also Day and Zimmerman bringing you Viking basketball this season. Vikes down big, 52-27. They get the ball against a full court press. Shaw gets it in front court and goes into the stands. He's going to be okay. So there's a little back and forth going between maybe an assistant coach for the Vikings and the head coach for Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, a three-pointer is missed. Pittsburgh quickly at the other end. And do we have a traveling violation? Yes, we do. It's a turnover on the Purple Dragons. 3:30 to go in quarter number 3. Pittsburgh in control, 52-27. Pittsburgh goes with the zone press. Shaw into the front court. Gets fouled. Second personal on Thomas. Vikes tried to lob it in, and it's knocked away. It's a steal. Here comes Pittsburgh. Up ahead to Durden, and he took steps. Pittsburgh coach doesn't buy that call. Here come the Vikings down by 25, 52-27, 3:15 to go in the third quarter. Ford with it. Gets into the paint, kicks it out to Morton for a guarded three. Off the mark, no good. Wow, great effort by Shaw. Gets the steal. He wants a three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Larger with the offensive board, and he missed it. And the Vikes did everything right except get the ball to go through the basket. And then Shaw picks up the personal. His third personal, and we should have free throws at the other end, I believe. That is foul number 5. What am I missing, Tony?
I don't know.
I thought that was. So meanwhile, Pittsburgh gets into the front court. Durden with it. Now Thomas out top. Pittsburgh with the ball and a big lead late in the third quarter. Now Baratnam pocket picked. Heitman one-on-one at the other end. They're going to get him for the offensive foul. I don't know. Could have gone either way.
I think he leaned in just a little. I think if he would have just taken it up normally, I think he would have been fine, but he leaned with the knee a little bit too much.
Vikes go with the press. Pittsburgh into the front court. Miller with it. Now to Durden. Ball poked away. Man, Vikes fighting hard for it, but somehow Pittsburgh ends up with it, and the left-handed layup goes down for Zane Miller. He now has 4. 54-27, Pittsburgh on top. Shaw. Now Morton with it down low, goes up and can't score. Nothing going down for the Vikes. Tough shooting luck. Quickly at the other end, and we have a foul. That might be number 4 on Shaw. So Shaw saddled with 4 fouls. Samuel checking in to the Pittsburgh lineup. Pleasant, Hauk, Strickland checking in for the Vikings. Purple Dragons have doubled up the Vikings here tonight, 54-27 with 1:45 to go in quarter number 3. official over at the scorers table. Couldn't really tell what the discussion was, but we're going to have a couple of free throws coming now for Zane Miller. He has 4 points on the night. This is his first trip to the free throw line, and it is going to get a friendly roll. And the way things are going, we may be looking at a running clock in the fourth quarter. And Tony, when I saw the starting 5 for Pittsburgh go out there, I wouldn't have anticipated that.
No, I would never.
I thought Parsons would match up a little bit better. Second free throw goes down. Biggest lead of the night for Pittsburgh now at 56-27. Strickland got blocked, but they're going to say Durden must have got the arm, and 2 free throws coming. Minute 37 to go in the third quarter, 56-27, Pittsburgh on top. Strickland got the free throw to go. Gets his first point. One more free throw for the 5'7" sophomore. Second free throw off the mark, no good. And a foul.
Gonna be free throws.
Yep, in front of the student section. Samuel will go to the line to shoot 2. If he makes both, it'll be a 30-point lead for the Purple Dragons. First free throw is good. Samuel will have one more.
He must not get to play much.
Yeah, they
my guess.
Got a big round of applause from the bench. Second free throw also goes down, and it is a 30-point lead for Pittsburgh at 58-28 with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Pass underneath goes right through the hands of Pleasant, and it's a turnover. And then Jesse gets the ball in to Miller. Picked up at half court by Ford. Up to Meadows. Out to Jesse. Penetrates, a little floater to Durden, and he puts it in. Everything going right for Pittsburgh. And then a steal and a layup, I believe it was Miller.
Wow.
Having a good third quarter, and things have gone from bad to worse for the Vikings. They are down 62-28 with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Looking ahead to Friday, Vikes travel down to Coffeyville, take on the Golden Tornado. Another opportunity for the Vikes to get that elusive first win of the season. Meanwhile, Strickland goes to the line to shoot 2. First one is good. 62-29, Pittsburgh leading by 33, exactly 1 minute to go in quarter number 3. Second free throw is good. Williams checks into the Viking lineup. Pittsburgh with the ball and a big lead. Vikes go with the 2-2-1 three-quarter court press. Broken easily by Pittsburgh. Miller being harassed by Ford. Almost lost it, kicks it out to Samuel. I think it was touched by the Vikings. It goes into the backcourt, and it is a backcourt violation. I thought the Vikings tipped it, but apparently that was not the case. So Vikings get the ball back on a turnover. Vikes will be inbounding from the baseline. Strickland, Ford, Williams, Largent, and Pleasant out on the floor for the Vikes. Strickland tried to get it out top, and it was nearly a turnover. Now Ford has it. Tried to get a bounce pass to Pleasant, and it's knocked out of bounds by Samuel. 35 seconds left to go in the quarter. 32-point lead for Pittsburgh at 62-30. Strickland gets it into Pleasant. Picked up his dribble, gives it back to Strickland. Splits a couple of defenders, now to Largent. Back to Strickland. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Nice spin move, and the shot won't go. Pulled out by Durden, and a quick run out at the other end. Layup goes down. For Meadows, he now has 6 points. Back to a 34-point lead for Pittsburgh. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Ford to Strickland. Will they get a shot off? Oh, nice look underneath, and at the buzzer, laying it in off the glass. Largent gets his 9th point of the night, and we've reached the end of the third quarter with your score, Pittsburgh 64, Parsons 32. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Viking basketball on B93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Yeah, we're back live at Parsons High School. Ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh has not had any trouble putting points on the board tonight. They have 64 points as we get going in quarter number 4. They lead the Vikings 64-32. We will have a running clock here in the final 8 minutes. Navaratnam with it. Ball poked away. Navaratnam gets it back. Tries the lob to Moss, and boy, the Vikings hustled too much that time. They would have got the ball on a Pittsburgh turnover, but then it was touched last by Strickland. Pittsburgh to throw it in from the baseline. Lob it out top, Davis. Crafty point guard, kicks it back out to Navaratnam for a 3. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Hout. Quickly up ahead to Strickland. He tries a guarded 3. It's off the mark, no good. Morton with an offensive board, and the Vikings will reset. Powers his way down low, goes up, and I think he got fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
The Vikings are 12 of 43 shooting, 27%. Pittsburgh's 23 for 46, 50%.
Yeah, they've been very impressive. I didn't really know what to expect from Pittsburgh tonight, but they exceed whatever I expected, Tony. They exceeded those expectations. You know what I mean?
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Morton's first free throw, good. Second free throw off the back iron, no good. And the shooter went over the line anyway. So 64-33, Pittsburgh on top. Again, a running clock, down to about 6:10 to go in the game. Vikes will try their luck again down in Coffeyville Friday night, along with the Lady Vikes. Navaratnam running a little clock, now gives it off to Davis.
Like Morton's trying to foul him.
Yeah,
he's reaching.
Here's a long 3 off the mark, no good, rebounded by Morton. Well, there's a lot of contact, and they tried to get it to Gregory. And then a reach-in foul.
4th.
Hauk to throw it in from the baseline. Gets it into Morton. Down low to Heitman, and he got it to go. Nice shot by Preston Heitman. He now has 4 points. Traveling violation on Pittsburgh. Zane Miller thought about shooting a quarter three and then changed his mind and ended up shuffling his feet. Kai Gregory heads to the bench, replaced by Largent. The clock continues to tick down, about 4:40 to go in our game, with Pittsburgh leading at 64-35. Hauk tried to get it down low, but it's stolen by Moss. Lob, and then a dunk is missed and goes out of bounds over to the Vikes. Danny Durden checks in for Pittsburgh, replacing Landon Jesse. Here comes Strickland with it for Parsons. Hauk back to Strickland. Picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Largent. He'll launch another three and can't get it to go. Rebounded by Danny Durden of Pittsburgh. He takes it himself. Now kicks it in the corner to Miller for three. No good. Moss thought he went over the back. No call. Now Pittsburgh gets another crack at it. Three-pointer, no good. Durden with another offensive board. Several subs going to go in for the Vikings.
Well, the only bright part of this fourth quarter is Pittsburgh's 0 for 5.
Yeah.
But at this point, it doesn't matter.
Gabe Cox checks in for Pittsburgh. Williams checks in. Hunsley checks in as well. Morton back out on the floor. Samuel with it, lost his dribble. Gets it to Asai. Largent with a nice steal. Good anticipation by the senior. Ball's gonna go out of bounds. Who touched it last? Went off Pittsburgh. Thomas checking in for Durden. Down to 2:22 to go in the game. Score remains 64-35. Pittsburgh on top. Vikes get it down to Morton, and he can't score, but Largent will clean up the mess. He's in double figures with 11. Makes it 64-37 Pittsburgh. 2 minutes to go in the game. Three-pointer no good. Todd Hunsley had the rebound, went out of bounds. It'll go over to the Vikes. Ford with it, gets into the front court. Now to Williams. Tried to hit Hunsley cutting to the basket and just missed him. That's a turnover with 1:25 to go in our game. Vikes are going to fall to 0-7 on the year, 0-3 in league play. We'll head down to Coffeyville Friday night, take on the Golden Tornado. Sai faked a three, and then I believe he got fouled. Williams picks up the personal. Exactly 1 minute to go in our game. Pittsburgh is going to move to 5-4 with the win here tonight. Hunsley got the steal. Gets into the front court, needs help. Gets it over to Ford. Nice drive by Ford. Layup wouldn't go. It's been that kind of a night for the Vikes. About 30 seconds to go in the game. Nice pass underneath, and putting it in off the glass is Arnett. his first basket of the night. The other end, three-pointer no good, and see if Pittsburgh will just dribble out the clock now with about 15 seconds to go. 66-37, Pittsburgh is going to get the win. They only scored 2 points in the fourth quarter, but it's more than enough. Pittsburgh moves to 5-4. Vikes fall to 0-7. 66-37, Pittsburgh gets the win. We'll be back with the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show in 1 minute. This is Viking basketball on B93.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTek has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTek has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTek.
And back at Parsons High School. Time now for the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. Pittsburgh gets the win over the Vikings tonight by a final score of 66-37. Pittsburgh 5-4 on the year. Vikes dropped to 0-7 and 0-3 in league play. And Tony, from start to finish, Pittsburgh was just in control.
Yeah, they were, like you said, surprisingly good. They out-hustled, outshot. I mean, took care of the ball. I mean, they only had 3 turnovers in the first half. I ended up with 11, but Vikings just couldn't get the ball in the basket in the first half. It was just they were only 9 for 28 in the first half,
yeah.
And they ended up only 14 for 50.
Wow.
So, yeah, 28%. Not going to get very many wins shooting 28%. So.
Yeah, it was a rough night for the Vikes. We were hoping for a better result, obviously. As quickly as I can, I'll run down the scoring totals. Navaratnam led all scores with 17. Durden had 5. Thomas 4. Davis 12. Miller 8. Jesse 4. Asai 3. Meadows 6. Samuel 2. Arnett 2. And 3 points for Moss. Leading the way for the Vikes, Connor Largent with 11. And Hauk had 5, Pleasant with 3, Ford with 6, Strickland with 3, Marion Morton with 3, and then 4 points for Heitman and 2 points for Kai Gregory. Tony, not a whole lot we can say. It was just one of those nights Vikings couldn't get on track, and, you know,
yeah.
Pittsburgh did surprise us.
Yeah.
I did not really know what to expect, and they have a pretty solid team.
Yeah, they're tough.
So
yeah.
So good luck to Pittsburgh the rest of the way. We'll see them over in Pittsburgh down the road, and no sign of Coach Hauk. So I think we will just wrap up our Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. Again, the Vikes fall to Pittsburgh 66-37. We will try it again this Friday down in Coffeyville. Be on the air hopefully a little bit before 6 o'clock for the girls contest, and that is going to wrap it up for our Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. For Karen Hardesty and Tony Fuentes and also Brody Wright, this is Scott Marlowe saying thanks for listening and good night from Parsons High School.